Hello everybody, John Ashworth here, the Fitness Nomad, back again. Video number 3. Thanks for tuning in. This lesson will be quick. I know I've been promising, notes about the chair and the bike behind that. Well, I'm going to get to all that. This is important. This is an important concept that you need to understand so that you can make sense of the kind of headlines and hype that's out there in the fitness business. So, especially if you're considering what I'm offering you as opposed to what some other outfit is offering you, you really have a good idea of what they're talking about when they say, I made more than 40 plus, whoops, I'm still getting used to my bamboo tablet here. I made 40 plus $1,000 this month. Okay? And you think to yourself, $40,000, that's a ton of money. There's a lot of things I could do with $40,000. There's a lot of things I could do with $40,000 a month. Here's how it breaks down. Now, it won't break down exactly for every story because you don't really know. There's a couple things you don't know. So the first thing you know is, okay, so they took in $40,000 this month, today. Technically, if you sold, well, anyway, that's what I'm getting to. So let's just say I offer now a 3 to 6 month program that is $2,900. And this is where your eyes are going to open up to what you should and shouldn't be doing as a fitness business owner as well. So if you're doing one-on-one training, coaching, anything one-on-one, you should be charging $100 or more per hour for your services. Because if you're not, you are likely burned out, stressed out, working a split shift, seeing clients in the morning, taking a nap in the middle of the day, going back and seeing more clients in the evening. You don't have time for your own workouts, let alone time to do more marketing, take care of the admin stuff, do whatever it is else you need to do during the day to run your business, to run your life, etc. That's how trainers get burnt out. So the first thing you probably need to do is raise your rates, if not double your rates. And you don't have to go from $40 an hour all the way up to $100 all in one big jump, because that's a huge jump. But I am telling you, suggesting to you, that your life gets a lot better when you do. So that's just as a side note. So here's the deal. $2,900, that's where I'm up to now. Now I say it's either a 3-month or a 6-month program based on whether or not somebody is coming to see me 1 time per week or 2 times per week. You may run your fitness business differently, and that's fine. And what you have to keep in mind here too is that a lot of what I'm currently doing with my fitness business has to do with the fact that for the last 3 years I've been building this software application and working on this fitness business university so I could bring that to you. So you can't compare my business exactly to your business. The concepts you can compare and you need to understand, because you might be thinking, well, how are people going to get results if they only come and see you 1 time per week? And again, depends on who you're working with. My niche clientele, that's something else you're going to have to learn how to do, is find out, if I asked you that question right now, who are your clients? Could you answer that succinctly? Who are your clients? Who do you target when you do your marketing? And if you don't have any answer to that question, that's a really important business concept that we will cover in the early stages here. All right, so if they come twice per week, it's a 3-month program. If they come once per week, it's a 6-month program. And I lay it out at the very beginning in a contract, all the stuff I'm going to share with you. And so they sign on the dotted line. All right, they sign it. Signed contract. This is really important because I've had this trouble in the past, a long time ago in my fitness business, where you just trust, everything seems great, the person's really nice, they tell you they value your time and your services and that they're not going to cancel appointments, etc., etc., etc. And pretty soon, a few weeks go by, the honeymoon is over, and suddenly, oh, I can't make it today, I want to make up this session, oh, I'm going out of town, I need to make those up. And pretty soon, this 6-month or 3-month program is all of a sudden 4 months and 8 months because you owe sessions. Do not be in a position where you're owing sessions. Lay out the contract ahead of time. Identify any vacation time. Fine, tack that on if you really want to. We're going to cover contracts and how you handle your schedule in the early stages too, because this is the part where you really will get beat up as a personal trainer. If you do not know how to handle people and handle your schedule and get comfortable with this signed contract and value your time appropriately, you will be miserable. You may already be miserable, and that's why you're watching this video. So this signed contract is very important, and it just lays out a time period. your contract starts today. We've identified this week you're going to be gone, and this week I'm going to be gone on my vacation, so we've tacked on 2 extra weeks, but at the end of that time period, it's over. And once a schedule is in the book, here's the other thing I'm going to suggest to you. Well, I'm going to save this stuff for the program because it's too much to get into in these videos, but there's a very specific system now that I have developed that will give you so much more peace of mind about how to handle cancellations, no-shows, etc. And it's really like you're no longer handling them. They just, if they happen, it's on the client and it's not on you, because they can't get results if they don't keep their appointments, and you can't run your business effectively when people don't honor your time and your calendar. Okay, story for another day. What I wanted to lay out here is the fact that here's what I charge now for a program. $2,900. It's either a 3-month program or a 6-month program, depending on whether you're coming once or twice a week. Now let me clear this. Pardon me, still getting comfortable with the bamboo tablet. I'm going to show you how to do all this stuff too. So $2,900. So remember in the first video when I said I made more than $5,000 in less than 1 week's time? Here's what I was talking about. I sold one of these for $2,900. I sold a 2-month boot camp to 7 or 8 people. Okay, so let's just say it was 7 people, and that's a 2-month program. This $2,900, she's going to come twice a week, so that's a 3-month program. All right. Let's see, what else did I sell in there? I sold my Nomad Kickstart program. This is something that I'm going to teach you how to do right away, how to get paid to sell your services to clients. No more free sessions, no more taking advantage of you and your time, test driving, kicking tires. You're going to pre-qualify people and make sure that they can afford what you do, and then they're not going to get to spend time with you unless they pay you some amount of money. Now, depending on where you're at with your fitness business, if you're just starting, maybe you still might want to give away a free session, although I still suggest you don't do that. You charge people at least $100 for some 2-session program that you give a name to. You don't just call them free sessions. You call it your 2-month supercharged jumpstart your life program, whatever, to get people interested and emotional about it so that they buy it. Right now I charge $297. I'm going to put this over here, and pardon me, I'm just going to put a line through this stuff, and I think I sold, I'm just going to say I sold 2 of those. All right, now that's typically a 2-week to 4-week program, but I'm just going to put 1 month because a lot of times people will do this program and they'll come once per week. Depends on how interested they are in going forward beyond that. So in other words, people do not get to come and spend time with me and talk about what I do unless they have spent $300. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Very, very important. And if you're freaking out about that, it's okay. Remember, you cannot grow if you are not making yourself uncomfortable at least some of the time. And you can't be brave if you're not scared. So if you're scared and you're freaking out and you're thinking, what in the heck is this guy talking about? Just remember 2 things. The first one is, that's good. That means we have an opportunity here to take you to the next level in your life. The second thing is, what is the second thing? I forgot. The first thing is, you're scared. That's good. You're going to grow. The second thing is, I'm doing this. I've been doing this and running my business this way for 5 years. It works when done properly. I'm going to teach you how to do that. All right, now, oh God, what did I do? All right, pardon me, I'm going to pause the video, see if I can fix the tilt here. Okay, we're going with it. We're going with it. All right, so what's the total on this? I got to get my calculator out. $2,900, $2,900 plus $1,400 plus $297 times 2 is $594. That's $48.94. So there must have been 3 Kickstart programs when I said I made more than $5,000, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just say the number is $5,000 in 1 week. $5,000 in 1 week. Okay? So what? I brought $5,000. First of all, I sold $5,000. I collected half of this $2,900, and the other half is going to come in 30 days. Very often, you sell this program, they get into a contract, and they're paying monthly maybe because that's what fits into their budget. Going to teach you how to figure that out client by client too, so that you get as much of the money up front as you can. That is a key concept. You get as much of that money up front as you can, and you get as comfortable as you can asking for as much of that money as you can up front. Because the more money that is paid, the more amount of money that is just forgotten. Once people pay, regardless of the amount, they forget about it. Now they're focused on the training and the coaching, and if stuff comes up in their life and they bail on their program, you have a signed contract, you're done, they're done, and most of the time, 95% of the time, they will not come after you for the balance because they know they committed it to you, they know they signed a contract, that's it. You will have to deal with about 5% of people who want refunds and all this kind of stuff, and we'll talk about that and how to handle that too. So anyway, you see 5,000 in 1 week. Well, this program has to be delivered over a 3-month time period. So really, if you break that up, I think it's $966 per month. $1,400 times 7 people in a 2-month boot camp. That's, let's just say, $700 per month. And then the $297, those were done in the 1 month. So now you can add that $594. So the real income for the business in that month is $966 plus $700 plus $594 is $2,260. Okay. Whoops. $2,260 per month. Just a little more than I need to cover the rent and the parking places that I invest in at my studio in downtown Madison. So when you hear a fitness business success story and they say, I made $40K plus in December. Well, okay, you sold $40,000 worth of training, but now that has to be delivered over 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, maybe even all the way up to a year, depending on what kinds of programs they sold. Still good. They brought in $40,000. Do that 5 times and you're up to $200,000 in your fitness business. And if you keep it simple and you run it the right way and you implement the kinds of systems and strategies that I'm going to teach you, you can run a $250,000 business with about 3 people and do it really well, make a good living, and be very happy. But you have to understand that that's where those numbers are coming from, and that's how they lay out. And we're going to talk a lot more about this in the Fitness Business University once it starts. I think that's enough for this video.